What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. Hey, real quick, if you know somebody whose life would be changed by listening to the show, would you partner with me in changing lives and share it with them? I appreciate it. Well, guys, I actually want to talk about making things practical. And I think this is super important because oftentimes in business you hear, hey, have a vision. Hey, have a vision. Create a vision for the company. Where is the company going to be in the next 10 years? What does it look like within the next 10 years? At the end of your life, what does it look like? All these things, right? And so you have this super far out long-term vision. And by the way, if you haven't done that, you should do that because everything in life is really predicated off of vision. What am I trying to build? What am I trying to create, right? And there's a saying that my business partner says all the time, Andrew Edwards. He says that if a man does whatever, he becomes whatever. And that's really true. It's the same thing for a company. If you just do whatever and you're not focused and directed and pointed, then your company is just going to become whatever. There's no objective. There's no focal point for the company to move towards. If you think about it in terms of travel, if you just get in your car and start driving without a destination, you're going to end up somewhere where you either don't want to be, are pleasantly surprised because it's like, oh, this is interesting, or lost. And more often than not, it's I don't want to be here or lost. Very rarely is it pleasantly surprised. And business is the same way. So if you don't have a vision and if you don't have long-term goals, you need to have them. And they should really be broken down by like, what does the business look like at the end of my life? At the end of the business's life, what am I doing with it, right? If you're selling it, if you're going to keep it, whatever. And then the next things are like, hey, what does 10 years from now look like? What does 5 years from now look like? What does 2 years from now look like? But here's the hard thing is after you have all of those pieces, how do you actually translate that into your everyday work? How do you translate that into what you're doing in the office? How do you translate those things into your production? How do you translate that to the team? And that's one of the things I want to say is like making it practical, right? And so if you're looking at really growing the company, it's simply this, like, awesome. In order to do X of what I need about $1 million a year in revenue, okay? And then take that $1 million a year and break it down with what you need to make per month. And then break that down, right? And so you make it practical by like, hey, here's the end of year vision. This is what we want to make as a company. This is what we're trying to grow through. And then you've been breaking it down per month. Then you've been breaking it down per week. And you can even break it down per day. And then you take whatever that number is, and then you translate, awesome, how many sales do I need to meet this number? How many sales calls on average do I need in order to actually have a sale occur in my life and in the business? And then you actually have numbers, because everything is ultimately a numbers game when it comes to money. The same thing with the vision on other sides, like, hey, we want to build marketing. Here's our only offering, right? We offer social media ads, and this is our offering for marketing. Okay, cool. The vision is to become a full stop marketing agency, then you begin writing out all the pieces that are involved with that. Awesome. We're not just social media marketing. We want to do Google ads. We want to do this. We want to do that. And you begin adding pieces, and then practically you begin strategically thinking, what piece makes the most sense to transition to? What is easiest and within our grasp? What do we have currently that would allow us to begin doing some of these things right now? And then you can translate that to the team. The other thing also about making it practical, if you're not regularly talking and communicating the vision to the team, if you're not regularly talking and communicating the vision within the company, you're going to fail as a leader, because oftentimes if we are not communicating the vision, your team has no idea what the vision is. They're out of alignment with it. And Andrew and I often talk about this, how it is so important to constantly and consistently really communicate the vision, constantly and consistently really just dedicate time to say the same thing ad nauseum, to allow the team to get it, to allow them to have buy-in, because they've chosen to be partners with you throughout life. And here's the other thing is leadership really honestly is not just about communicating the vision, but it is about your ability to make everybody else's lives better who work for you. And if you don't have that ability, and that's not within your skill set to do, and that's not within your heart to do, you're not really a good fit for leadership until those things change, because that's why you should lead, is because everybody benefits from you leading, and more people benefit from you leading than not leading. Anyways, a bunch of different things all at once, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.